wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
Jay, what's up?
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. That's right. We have made it midweek hump day again. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. We are your Average Day Joes. In case you don't know, we're going to go over your breaking sports news and scores. We're going to give you guys breaking news, breaking trends. Also, going to give you some crypto news, horoscopes, conspiracy of the night, and spiritual words of wisdom. So definitely stay with us and let's get into it. What's up with you, Jay? How you feeling?
Excellent.
Are you feeling
Yes.
any soreness from our heavy back lifting session yesterday we did at the gym?
No, no,
No. In case
no.
you guys missed it, we did go to the gym live for you guys last night. And if you did miss last night's gym live, I definitely suggest to check out the replay. You will see Jay and I hitting 5 and 6 plates on the back to yesterday. We had to just get it in, and it is what it is. But definitely worth the watch from yesterday. All right, let's move on and start off with our sports. Always got to do that. So, Jay, I know there's no NFL, there's no college football, right? So, hoops or NBA?
Yeah, let's go hoops. Hold up, hold up. Let's see. We'll go hoops right now. Get up to NBA. All right. I know we had a current game because I was watching it. Oh, there's two current games. So I was watching the Thunder and Bucks. Not even close, man. Honestly, like I said, Giannis is just kind of checked out. He's just chilling.
Oh, really?
So, oh yeah, yeah. You could tell he doesn't want to be there. So they're getting whooped. It's 100-80. That's on ESPN. There's still the whole fourth quarter left. That game's over. It was over at halftime.
Yeah.
The Kings and Raptors, they're playing as well. Kings are up 77-75, and they're in the third. Still got about 5 minutes left, and then yeah, still got the whole fourth. So those are the two current games. The Cavs, they beat the Hornets earlier, 94-87. The C's, they came through and beat the Pacers, 119-104. Knicks, oh my God, obliterated the Brooklyn Net. What the heck? Oh, gee, 120-66, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn, wow. Oh, Jalen Brunson came back. That's why. So Brunson came back, and yeah, because they were on a losing streak. So man, they just
Brunson's like shit. I need to get some playing time in. Let me show what's up.
yeah. Well, he was hurt, so I mean, it's good that I mean, Jesus, man, they just murdered that team. Wow, 66 points. Fuck, a lot of people put that up at halftime.
I know.
Holy shit, dude, that's pretty embarrassing, actually, dude.
Bunch of
120.
rookies.
Wow, that's an ass kicking, bro. Jesus, man. Wow. Hawks, they beat the Grizzlies at the end, 124-122. And the Pistons beat the Pelicans, 112-104.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Any college hoops?
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see right now. College hoops. Yeah, there's a few games. Number one, Arizona whooped up Cincinnati, 77-51.
Nice.
North Carolina, they beat Notre Dame, 91-69. The Illini, they beat Maryland, 89-70. Nebraska, they beat Washington, 76-66. And Gonzaga beat Pepperdine, 84-60. That's in the top 25.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's move on and get into our NHL action.
Yeah, let's see what's going on in NHL. We should have a lot of games NHL. Well, not too many, but we have one, two, three. We have 5 current games going on right now. The Canucks, they're beating the Capitals 4-2. Still got about 5 minutes left in the second. Still got the whole third period. Long way to go. We got the Kraken. They're beating the Islanders 3-1. Still got the whole third period. The Penguins, they're beating the Flames 3-1. Got about 14 minutes left in that game. The Flyers, they're beating the Mammoth 4-3, and about 3 minutes left to go in that game. And the Ducks and Avalanche, they're tied at 1, and they're in OT. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in that game. We got some good games going. Oh, and we had one game earlier. The Red Wings, they beat the Maple Leafs 2-1 in OT.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir. All right.
Cool. Let's move on and get into our Soccer.
Yes, sir. I was about to say English Premier League, dog. We had
Sure.
one game today.
Liverpool.
Yeah, that's right. And I believe from seeing my homegirl's post that they won.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, well, from her post, she was very happy about it. So
Nice.
let me see. I'll tell you the score and who they played. So they played Marseille, and they won 3-0.
Oh,
Good
okay.
job, Liverpool.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Making that push.
Making moves.
Yeah, making that push, bro. They're trying to catch back up to everyone. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
mean they're in fourth, so they're up there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, man.
Cool.
Not
Cool.
bad. Not bad. Not bad. So yeah.
All right. And anything trending from any of the sports we did today?
So the Mets, they signed a few people. Let me pull that up, man. The Mets, they're building a team here, bro. You know, I told you they signed Bo Bichette and Luis Robert earlier in the week, right? And now they signed where is it? They signed pitching. They're going after it, dude. They signed Freddie Peralta, big time signing, you know what I mean? And Tobias Myers. So and Brandon Sproat. So they're oh no, that's an exchange. Okay. So they got rid of Brandon Sproat. So yeah, so Freddie Peralta and Tobias Myers from Milwaukee. So that's good. Just because Freddie Peralta is a really good pitcher.
Yeah.
So that's a big signing. They're trying to build a World Series team here, bro. Clearly, you know what I mean.
Right.
So the Mets are, and I get it. They've been, you know, I can't even remember the last time the Mets won a championship, but you know, they're making moves like the Dodgers, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I could say the Yanks, they made a move today as well. They re-signed Cody Bellinger, good player, 162 mil deal. So the Yanks, they re-signed their first baseman outfielder. So it's not a bad move. Obviously, he's in a lineup with Aaron Judge, Stanton, and Grisham. So they got a lot of hitting on that team. You know what I mean? Then with them, it's pitching. Hopefully they could get their pitchers back and, you know, they could have a good rotation.
Right.
But yeah, the Mets are doing moves. Yeah, you know, like I said, there's no cap in baseball. So very different, bro. If you want to really spend and get your team going, you got to spend, got to put in the money.
That's all it is, man. Money makes championships.
I'd say so in baseball for sure, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. We also have in football, Brandon Ayuk for the Niners. He's done. He will not be playing there anymore.
Oh, okay.
He is canned. Yes. So he has played his last snap and he will be released. So I don't know where he will be signing.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And they've been talking about this a lot today. But you know how we have a Broncos Patriots matchup, right?
Uh-huh.
The whole money line is on the Patriots. I mean, everyone is putting big money on the Patriots, and that kind of scares me.
I was about to say, I'm about
That
to
kind of
bet
scares
bigger
me.
time than on Broncos, bro.
It kind of scares me because I know how Vegas works.
Yep.
I know deep down we're going to win that game. But when all the money line is on one team, it's very scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary. You know what I mean by that? Like, because refs can easily dictate certain things.
You know, for sure. But they're not going to have their quarterback, so that's still. I think they'll be able to jump far ahead enough to where.
That's what I mean. Yes, exactly. And then they may allow the Broncos back in. That's what I mean. That's what I'm thinking too, because it's a lopsided battle, you know. But like you said, they'll be able to jump far enough ahead to where if the refs do dictate, they'll let the Broncos back in. But I still think the Broncos cover the spread. I think the Patriots win the game for, like I said, because all the money's on the Pats. But I still think the Broncos may cover that spread. I think it's 6, if I remember correctly, 5.5 or 6, which it should be way more. But that's a safe spread. You know what I mean? And I still think, like you said, you can get like a last second touchdown and it'll bring it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where Patriots only won by 5. You know what I mean? That's what I believe we'll see. The Patriots won, but Broncos covered the spread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I believe we'll see. And it's just those type of games when they're so lopsided like that. It like for the money line especially, it really gets to me because I think of Vegas. You know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But yeah,
It's one of those things, man. We don't know what's gonna happen, but we can definitely predict.
I mean, we know deep down which team is way better.
Right.
So this is a no-brainer, especially if a team doesn't have their quarterback. It's a no-brainer. This
Exactly.
is, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah. But yeah, I believe Pats Nation will win. I believe will win. But like I said, I believe Broncos will still cover that spread. And I believe, like I don't know, I would have thought they would have raised the spread, but I think they put it closer so people could bet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's a Vegas thing for sure.
I got you.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's all the sports today for sure. All the trends and everything. I don't
Cool.
think anything else was trending in sports. It was Mets, Bellinger. Yep, that's it
Then let's move on and get into some Jay. Did you know?
for sure.
Jay, did you know that today in California or tonight you might hear sonic booms?
Sonic booms. Oh, Street Fighter? I'm just kidding.
SpaceX launching from California tonight.
I'm joking, man. Oh, tonight. It's tonight.
Yeah, it said it could bring sonic booms.
What time?
Let's see.
Like 2? 2 a.m.?
It's let me check. Base 6:39 p.m. is starting to be lift off, so I might have already actually lifted off.
No, it already happened then, bro.
Yeah.
It's that was way earlier.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. I didn't hear anything. I was cooking and stuff, so
yeah.
I did not hear anything.
All right, Jay. Did you know that they are starting to let you put your name on a wait list to join for Zooks, that updated little like van thingy that's
I seen
rolling
it.
around, little SUV.
Yeah, they showed on so I always see it on social media. They showed this old woman with her family getting into one today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, an old Asian woman. She's like, "Oh my God." She had like she didn't know what to do, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
She had her family with her, so yeah. Zooks will be out soon.
Yes, sir. All right, Jay. Did you know that a bird declared extinct half a century ago reappears with 8 chicks, survives only in captivity?
I did not know.
Yeah, man. Kind of crazy, but extinct species are reappearing, which is kind of nice to see.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. Jay, did you know that a man charged in the largest jewelry heist in U.S. history avoids trial by getting deported?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
Jay, did you know that scientists mimicking the Big Bang accidentally churned lead into gold?
I did not know that.
Yep. Kind of crazy, right?
Yes, sir. That is crazy.
Let's see here, Jay. I got some local news for you. Did you know that a new Bay Area city of 400,000 could be built nonstop for 40 years?
Did not know.
Yep, Solana County. So I think it's going to be by Fairfield. A bunch of billionaires got together, bought up all this land over there, and now they want to like turn it into a city, like
It
this like
makes sense.
really nice city. You know what I mean?
There's so much area over there, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly,
Like there's a shit ton of area over there, bro.
exactly.
No shit. Okay. Do you know? Does it have any other any other description about it or no?
No, not really,
That sucks.
but it's happening. All right, Jay. Did you know that a former DEA agent was sentenced to 5 years in prison for using badge to protect drug trafficking friends?
Figures.
Yeah.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Wow.
Jay, did you know that scientists uncovered the world's largest dinosaur footprints big enough to swallow a human in one step?
I believe it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Jay, did you know that the new ocean is being born as Africa splits into 2 continents?
Yeah, you've said it a couple
Yeah,
other times.
but sometimes people don't listen, so we got to keep repeating stuff, you know?
Okay. It's not gonna happen for another like million years, but I got you.
It's starting. It's breaking away.
Of course, but it's going to take 1,000,000 years to actually happen.
You gotta tell Boyer to pick a side, bro.
Oh, fuck. Only 1,000,000 years away. But yeah, okay.
All right.
Oh
Better
my
start
god.
planning for the future.
Oh my god. That's hella funny.
All right, Jay. Did you know that an enormous freshwater reservoir discovered off the East Coast, maybe 20,000 years old?
I believe it.
Yeah, man.
I believe it.
Jay, did you know that the Minnesota Guardsmen are told to wear reflective vests to distinguish them from other agencies?
Good.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to.
right. Let's see what else I got for you. Jay, did you know that a creature with enormous eyes got rediscovered in a Roman mine that dates back 2,000 years?
I did not know.
Sure, that's a mine. For all we know, that thing might be still, you know what I mean? It still might exist, like the family or something in that mine, you know?
Right?
Like that shit. All bad. Let's see. Jay, like I reported yesterday, did you know that meteorologists are blaming a stretched polar vortex, moisture, lack of sea ice for dangerous winter blast?
I didn't know. Oh, you're talking about the polar vortex that's happening this week?
Yeah,
I heard about it.
yeah.
It sounded crazy, like
No,
because it's like the southern part.
So I was saying we talked about it yesterday on the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The southern part, right?
Yeah, and it's trending more and more because it's getting closer. So I'm definitely going to talk about it again today. You know.
Well, you should because this is like not normal. It's supposed to get temperatures of like very very low.
I know.
In the southern part, so
That's
it's like
what, that doesn't usually happen.
No, that's crazy. So I was like, what? So yeah, I read about that.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. All right, Jay, that is all our Did You Know segment. Let's move on and get into today's trending news and topics. Let's start with, I guess you could say, the most current update with Trump and his meeting today. Jay, what you got?
President Trump. So he had he struck the NATO deal today, man. You know, on the Arctic framework, and he cancels the European tariffs. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sir. So yeah, like
chess, brother, chess.
Obviously. But yeah, so this is what he had wrote on his social media. Based upon a very productive meeting that I have had with Secretary General of NATO, Mark Rutte, we have formed the framework of a future deal with respect to Greenland and, in fact, the entire Arctic region. The solution consummated will be a great one for the U.S. and all NATO nations. I will not be imposing the tariffs that were scheduled to go into effect on February 1st. Additional discussions are being held concerning the Golden Dome as it pertains to Greenland. Further information will be made available as discussions progress. Vice President Vance, Marco Rubio, Steve Witkoff, and various others will be responsible for the negotiations. They will report directly to me, and thank you for your attention to this matter, President Trump. So that's cool. That was on his social media, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
So it looks like we got peace.
Yes, sir. Come on, man. It's Trump, bro. What do you think?
He definitely deserves the Nobel Peace Prize now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No one want problems with us, bro. Come on now.
Right.
No one want problems with us, bro. You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good. You know what I mean? We want that control over the, mineral-rich Greenland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll probably be able to lease some land from them to build our, Iron Dome thing. So.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be able to do what we want to do. That's it. Yeah. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Get our, Golden Dome defense, like you said. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Play that chess.
Let's go. Make everyone happy. Yep. So we're not bullies.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
man.
man. So yeah, it's cool. It was very good. Very good way to do it. You know.
All right, very cool, very cool. Let's move on and get into our next trending topic. Let's see here. So, because of the peace deal and everything that happened today that Jay just reported, it looks like we had also an effect of that positivity in the stock market. So what happened today in the stock market? The Dow surges 550 points, S&P 500, Nasdaq jump as Trump backs off Greenland tariff threats. So yeah, U.S. stocks spiked today as President Trump announced the U.S. and NATO future deal. And basically, the Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped around 1.2% over 550 points. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite and the S&P 500 each rose about 1.2%, following yesterday's session that was not as positive, and saw investors rush for the exits against the backdrop. So the S&P 500 turned positive for the year with Wednesday's gains, which is great. Everybody's happy again, and people are going to put more money in now. I think I think there's no reason not to. Everything is going to be a good thing. People are happy. So, but yeah, stock surged today. Smaller gains after Trump posted to Truth Social saying that he and NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte had reached the framework deal. So yeah, guys, stocks are looking good. We're definitely going to go over crypto news with you guys later on. So we will kind of get back into this, but this was trending in the news today. All right, let's move on now and get into our next. Let's see here, Trump news. Jay, I think you're going to talk about the Board of Peace and Putin.
Yes. It's actually President Putin that was trending. So
Oh, okay.
President Putin says Russia is ready to contribute 1 billion to President Trump's Board of Peace and accept Trump's offer to join. Trump is the peace president of the world here, bro. Peace through strength, bro. You know what I mean? Let's go. You see what I mean? That's a Billy. I'll take it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think that's hella cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's a very good thing. You know how Russia is, man. You know what I mean? They have a very, they're, how do I put it? You know what I mean? Like, he has a lot of the conservative type views, President Putin, the way he runs everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely, about Christianity, about all that stuff. You know how he celebrates out there and does things. He's very, boom, orthodox, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, not like Europe, what he seems to think about Europe,
Right.
He was stating how Europe is missing brains, but you know what I mean. But so it's cool that him and President Trump understand each other. You know what I mean? So I'll take that.
Sure. So 1 billion in support, huh?
Yes, sir. That says enough to me. That's like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? If we had a really big issue here, that he wouldn't be given $1 billion like that. You know what I'm saying?
I know and if, I'm sure for you, you're super gonna be happy if you're able to stream out there and do everything you need to do without a VPN.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. Winning
life.
Yes, sir. So yeah, this is a good step. Very good step.
Yep.
I'm excited about it for sure.
All right. So yeah, that is our Peace with Putin news. Let's move on and get into our next trending topic. It looks like one of the biggest topics today again was this massive storm that is coming to Texas all the way up to the East Coast and through Midwest. So yeah, this is getting kind of crazy. It's starting to look worse and worse every day, and it's supposed to hit, I guess, on Friday starting. But now it looks like it's going to be super cold as well. It says that it's going to be targeting over 180 million people from Texas to New England with potentially damaging ice and heavy snow. And yeah, major widespread winter storm will hammer parts of the South, Midwest, Northeast Friday through Monday with potentially damaging ice and heavy snow for millions all the way from New Mexico and Texas to parts of New England. The storm has been named Winter Storm Fern, so they're giving it a name. That's not good, guys. The latest key messages describe a lengthy and highly disruptive winter storm for much of the southern and eastern states. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be dropping to very cold conditions, which most people are not used to. So definitely you need to be careful there and watch out. Yeah, it's not going to look good for a lot of people. But
It's not gonna be crazy cold though. You know,
yeah,
it's not gonna be Russian cold. Let's just say.
no, I think what it's going to be though is it's going to be a wet type of cold because a lot of it is like mixed.
I thought it was gonna snow.
It's snowing, but it's like a wet snow, so it can create very icy conditions.
Oh yeah, no, of course it's gonna have icy conditions. I was just saying the temperatures are not gonna be like negative. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, for sure. So, I mean, if it snows, it's going to be like in the 30s or something like
Yeah,
that.
20. Yeah, but it's supposed to drop down to 20s. I think maybe even
Yeah. So
a little below.
So forecast highs for us. So basically, Sunday will be the coldest day. It looks like in like the Midwest, and like for instance, Oklahoma City on Sunday for the high will be 14 degrees, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There you go.
That's cold for Oklahoma City. Dallas will be at 23. Houston will be at like 32. Atlanta, the high will be 45. That's not too bad. And Raleigh, North Carolina, you guys will be at 28. Yeah. So it looks like most of the cold air will be up more like in the Carolinas. That's where it should get a little bit colder than usual. But everywhere else, yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy, guys, for the South and East Coast. All right, let's move on and get into some celebrity news with Jay. Debates. I guess we're debating Catwoman and Batman. Was it or somebody?
Yeah, bro. So this is on X. Everyone was debating who the best Batman is and who the best Catwoman is.
Oh,
Had a big debate today. Obviously, Christian Bale is hands down the best Batman. Everyone knows that. But when it comes to Catwoman, they were talking about, is Anne Hathaway the best or is it Michelle Pfeiffer? That's a pretty tough one. I'm not gonna lie. That's a tough one when it comes to Catwoman. You know what I mean? But yeah, so a lot of debates today on it. You know what I mean? But we all know Christian Bale is the best Batman. You know what I mean?
Michelle Pfeiffer for sure, bro.
You think?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Anne Hathaway did a good job. I didn't think she was a bad Catwoman. I agree with I'm pretty biased, so I agree with you there. But I mean, it's not like Anne Hathaway was a bad Catwoman. I thought she was an excellent Catwoman.
Dude, Anne Hathaway she's in movies like the Princess Diaries and shit like that, bro.
What's your point?
She doesn't belong in that. She doesn't belong as a Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer is badass, bro.
I agree. I'm just saying she played the role of Catwoman very well. You know what I mean?
CGI bullshit.
You think so? I mean, she's still a good looking chick, man. So I'm not taking anything away from her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I agree with you. I think Michelle Pfeiffer played a excellent Catwoman.
She was in Scarface. That's enough said.
Oh my God, she was in Scarface.
Enough said, bro. She's the baddest of all of them.
Yeah, okay. I like it. I like your reasoning. I like your reasoning.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hella funny. I like your reasoning for sure. Yeah. But yeah, that was a big debate today on X.
Hey Jay, I got a good ass idea, bro.
What?
You know, when we start getting into our film stuff, yes. I think we should do a Scarface 2 and then have Michelle Pfeiffer take over. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
The whole drug pin, and then maybe Tony Montana did get her actually pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
Took off, like, bro, we can do some big shit here.
She couldn't get pregnant, bro. Remember? He humiliated her in the restaurant by telling her she couldn't get pregnant. Remember?
Yeah, but I forgot what.
Because she was so polluted with drugs that she's not able to have a baby, and she took it very personal and yelled at him and threw her drink at him. Remember?
All she was doing was that coke.
Yeah, when you do like pounds of it a day, it's a little different. You know what I mean?
I thought you would just have a hyper ass baby.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. This fucking guy, bro. But yeah, so it would have been impossible for him to have kids with her.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
She takes over. Again.
Oh, you funny man.
Maybe what's his name? The dude, his Tony Montana's best friend. Maybe he got his sister pregnant, and that dude, you know what I'm saying? We can use one of that. We can spin this off somehow.
The problem is, remember, he killed him because he was pissed, and then his sister got shot. I don't know if you remember this movie at all, but I know that I've seen this movie too many times in my life, and I can tell you the whole story.
Yeah.
There's no way to spin anything off because they literally killed everyone at the end.
Okay,
they did it on purpose like that. You know?
I got it. Halloween Story. She comes back to life, the sister, and she fucking haunts everybody.
Oh my god. Oh, like Michael Myers?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Then it would just be a scary movie. It's not Scarface no more.
Exactly.
That was I as a youngster, man, I used to watch that movie so much. It's probably why I'm very successful. That movie, I feel like most people who watch that movie, you know, even if you did bad things, you understood success in business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you really know about hustle, you know. You saw a guy come up, you know, as a political refugee, you know what I mean, that just killed for money and then just built an empire. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, he understood that, but you know, greed got to him. That's the only thing that got to him was greed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but yeah, that I love that movie. I used to watch it all the time, honestly, man. When I was young, when I was a youngster, I always had those Scarface dreams, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hell yeah, man. Doing big and like, yeah. If I could change anything in that movie, it's the business part where he screwed up. You know, where they were supposed to kill that guy, and then he didn't let dude kill him because he was with his family. He finally had a conscience. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would have done the same scene, like killed dude, like, all right, fuck this dude. But I would have told the guy across the world, Alex, I would have been like, look, bro, I would have made up a whole story about how, the guy's security ended up following us. He killed one, you know, he killed your guy, and we had to get away. I would have made up a whole fucking story, bro. You know? But he didn't give a fuck. He's like, I had to cancel his contract. I was like, fuck, bro. Why did you say that? He really didn't give a shit.
Right.
I would have made up a whole fucking story, bro. Because, you know what I mean? I understood where he went with, like, I'm not killing no fucking kids. I get it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But fuck, bro. Like, why tell him that? You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't give a two fucking shits. You know? Like, fuck, man. Cover your own ass, though, bro. That was the only part of the movie that I was like, fuck.
Right.
I was like, man, bro. That started the whole, like, you know?
He did take out almost all the Sosa's army, though.
I know. The one man army.
Sosa had to, like, come in himself and fucking take him out because nobody else could do it.
It wasn't Sosa. It was his hitman. His hitman came through and blasted him right in the back with a double barrel.
Yeah, I could have sworn that was Sosa that came in.
No, Sosa never came through. I swear, dude, you probably haven't seen this movie in years, clearly. I know this movie too well, so it's like I could tell you each part of the movie. Like, I've seen it over 1,000 times, man. So yeah, it was Sosa's hitman. I forgot the guy's name. He had the glasses on too, but he came through with a double barrel and just walked up slowly while Tony Montana was talking shit and just blasted his ass, bro. That shit was fucked up.
Yeah,
man.
Damn. Hey, you know what? But if you, okay. Yeah, I could have, like, the whole time, bro, this is the funny shit. Like, I literally thought it was the same person. I was just like, damn, he got a little bit darker. But I thought it was the same guy, bro.
You thought it was the same guy?
The face was very similar, bro. I thought
it is similar. It is similar, but you could tell it's not Sosa. It's just his hitman. Just
I
one of
literally
his
was
hit
like, damn, this fool got a little tan and shit. All right, cool. I see what's happening. All right, let's do it. You know?
And then he decided to put on the glasses. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. You funny. He's not, when you're that much of a boss, you don't do that stuff.
I got you.
He understood just business, and he has his henchmen for that. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's crazy.
You're a funny dude, bro.
I literally thought it was him, bro, the whole time.
Oh man. Ever since you were younger?
Yeah, since
Holy
so right
shit.
now, I just discovered that it wasn't the same person.
Jesus, bro. That's a long fucking time to understand. Damn.
Now I have to rewatch the movie. Fuck.
You really do, man. Damn. I can tell you, yeah, I know that movie in and out, bro. I told you I used to watch it all the time, and I used to hustle a lot, so it was like told you it was one of my growing up movies.
Wow,
Like I said, teach you hustle, teach you money, teach you business, So a lot of principles in that movie, man.
right. Great movie. Great movie.
Mhm.
But yeah, going back to the original trend at hand, that is that Michelle Pfeiffer is the best Catwoman of all time. That was what
And
we
Christian,
agreed upon.
well, me and you agree on it. Christian Bale is definitely the best Batman, but not a lot of people agreed on if she was the best Catwoman.
Oh yeah, just us we agreed, and then because we
Yeah, I
agreed,
agree with you. I agree with you.
that's what I'm saying. I feel
Yeah.
like because we are in agreement on this. I think
A lot of people agree. A lot of people agreed on social
I think-
media too that she had a great 1992 performance.
Right.
I agree. I thought her Catwoman was excellent, and obviously, I don't think anyone was better than Christian Bale at Batman for sure.
No, and yeah, I'm actually going to rewatch Catwoman now too, with Michelle Pfeiffer.
It's Batman Returns '92, bro.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our last trend, which is also related to the weather that's going to be happening out in the Midwest and the South. And that is, and I don't even know if you know this, Jay, but did you know that because of this extreme cold that's going to be up Midwest North, like parts of Michigan, that basically there's going to be a risk of exploding trees because of the severe cold weather.
What?
The trees are going to be exploding.
Where?
In
Not here.
Michigan. No.
Because it's so cold.
Yeah. Yep.
What do you mean? So like they'll be iced out and then boom, explode?
Yeah, they're gonna have like way too much ice on them, and then what's gonna happen? Basically, the trees just split apart.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
It causes a sound similar to a gunshot.
I believe it. Well, especially if it's gonna break apart.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So yeah, and that's gonna basically be all the way from the Dakotas up to Michigan.
Damn. Cold.
Very cold. Very cold. But yeah. So yeah, just be careful, guys, especially if you're up in the Midwest. You know what? That just my cousin called me the other day from Chicago, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna come on Friday and say what's up to you, but I'm only gonna stay for like 24 hours." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." He misses us so much. He wants to see me. And now I just realized why he's actually
It's
coming.
gonna be really cold.
Yeah.
Get away from the cold. Get away from that cold, man.
I see you, cuz.
That's hella funny.
It's all good. I figured it out.
That's all good, man. It's all good.
Family's family, though. Gotta love them. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, man. Get away from that cold for a little bit, and then
Yeah. I got you. Cuz
he has to be worried about the. When is he flying? Friday?
Yeah.
Terrible day to fly. Damn.
I know.
It's gonna be so busy.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst. That's one of the worst, dude.
Yeah.
It is a 5-day though, so he does understand numerology.
Yeah, exactly.
See, the crazy part that's what I mean. He understands numerology because a 5 day is when you want to fly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But a Friday's, man, that's gonna be busy as fuck.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's move on and get on to Jay's movie of the night. One of my favorites.
Is it?
Wedding Crashers. I love it.
Bro, this shit had me rolling earlier, bro.
I love that.
I had it on earlier and I was watching. I was like, bro, this shit's funny as fuck, bro.
It is.
Like I was rolling watching this shit earlier. It's one of my favorite movies, man.
What's the movie about?
Basically, it's about two guys, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. And basically, they're like, I don't know if they're lawyers, but they're definitely mediators, between like for divorces.
Yeah.
And what they do in their free time is they crash weddings. They literally crash weddings, and they sleep with many women. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That's what they do. That's they have fun. They do it. They're really they're like best friends, and then all of a sudden, man, they try to knock out this after so many weddings. They're trying to figure out, hey, we got to knock out this really big wedding. We got to crash this big ass one, And I believe it was the Secretary of Treasury.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so they basically, this is like the king of all king weddings. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they crash this random ones, you know what I mean? But they really locked in on this one right here, and it's one of the funniest movies I've seen, bro. Like yeah, man, it's fucking hilarious. Just everything that goes on in this movie. Everyone needs to see this movie, hands down, because it's too funny. Oh, it's so fucking funny, dude. But yeah, this high profile wedding that they're crashing, they have to like their goal is to, usually they have a set of rules. They only have a couple places to knock out what they need to do. Like, you know what I mean? Sleep with a chick, bounce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in this case, they ended up staying a whole weekend with the secretary and his family because his boy couldn't close the deal. And yeah,
and he
and I'm like, oh, bro, I couldn't stop laughing this whole fucking movie, bro. This is one of the funniest fucking movies I've ever seen, dude. Honestly, I there's not many that are funnier than this fucking movie.
Right.
That's a fact, dude. Like this is probably their best movie, both of them.
I think so.
Without a doubt. Like it's one of the funniest shits I've ever seen, dude. Everything about it. And this was one of the first movies I saw Bradley Cooper in,
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy's such a fucking douchebag,
I know, right?
And I didn't like him at first. Then I saw him in Hangover. I was like, that's the same guy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And he was hella cool.
Exactly.
So we know he's a really good actor. Because man, he plays such a douchebag in this movie, bro.
Yeah, he did.
It's a solid film though, bro. There's not many that are better than this.
Right.
Yeah, man.
What do you rate it?
Come on, bro. That's not even a question. This is it's a Brady era right now, bro. One of the best movies I've ever seen, for sure. Like I said, there's I can't think of one bad part in this movie at all, other than the fact that Will Ferrell crashes funerals, but that's still funny as fuck, dude. Like, you know what I mean? But like, it's still funny. It's kind of fucked up, but it's funny,
Yeah.
But that's the only weird part I could think of the movie. But other than that, the movie's fucking hilarious, bro.
We got DTW in the house saying what's up. What up?
What up? What up?
It's going down, partner. All right. Well, yeah, Wedding Crashers is super funny. I agree with you on that one, 100%, and rating and everything.
Of course.
Let's go over and do some Owen Wilson movies. Why not?
Owen Wilson. Oh shit. Okay. All
What
right.
is your favorite Owen Wilson movie?
I think we're looking at it, bro. There's yeah. Like he has some good movies. He has an excellent catalog, but I think we're looking at my favorite Owen Wilson. Like this was my favorite performance by him by far.
I would agree with you, but I couldn't say that it's all his movie. I would have to say it's like a 50-50 split. So
it is a 50-50 split. But if you think about all his movies, he doesn't have one that's clearly just him.
No, he does.
No, he doesn't. He really doesn't. Unless you're talking like a Midnight in Paris, which I've never seen. But but every one of his movies that's good, he has a counterpart.
No, most of them, yeah.
No, all of them. And unless you're naming one that I don't know, then yeah. But I just named you one that I would think is him. But every other one that I think he's been in, he always has a counterpart.
Yeah. I'm talking about more, I guess.
Yeah, I'll hear it when you go.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to mention it, but yeah.
Oh, you weren't going to mention it? Yeah, no,
those aren't like my favorite movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't know any that I would consider Like, because every single movie I think that is excellent by him, he always has an excellent person next to him.
I mean, but that's true for a lot of movies. You know what I mean? Because like,
No.
for example, with him, there's some good movies he did where his counterpart is a female, and even though she's a good actress, it's like he's the one that kind of like was pretty much it was just him. You know, I mean, the female actress is like it's a female actress, so it's different than two male actors.
Okay. Yeah.
Actors.
Yeah. I mean, I could go with that too, but I wouldn't consider that one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know where you're going with this, but that's not one of my favorite movies of his.
Okay.
That's just me. Like I said, I think you could throw anyone in that part and they would be successful in a movie like that. Yeah. That's my personal opinion.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could think differently though.
No, for sure. My favorite movie, Owen Wilson.
I didn't do it underrated. Remember?
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. My bad.
You all over the place, man.
Nah, man. I'm a little bit tired today.
No, it's all good. Well. That's not good, man. You got to sleep well, bro. It's very important. You got to be on a solid schedule of sleeping. You know what I mean?
I just woke up hella early because my cats woke me up and I couldn't fall back asleep because I had shit to do. So.
Yeah, you have to learn to fall back asleep if that happens,
Yeah.
You got to have like little roots of how to fall back asleep,
Well, I know.
That's it. But yeah, I'm going to go, my underrated is going to be Meet the Parents for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Of course. It's one of my favorites because he plays another douchebag in it.
Yeah. But he's like a nice douchebag, like as nice as you can get as a douchebag.
Yeah. Oh, of course. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, it's fucking hilarious, his part in there.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He has so many good movies though, man.
All right. I'm going to go with my favorite movie now. And Jay, I think you still probably haven't seen this one. I think I told you about this one a while back, but you've probably never seen it yet. And this is my favorite all-time movie. Only because he doesn't play a funny part. He plays a dramatic part in this, and that's No Escape.
Yeah, no, I have not seen it. I remember you telling me about. I remember you told me about it.
Yeah, it's such a great movie, bro. Like that's definitely a movie you got to check out.
Yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah.
So he's the main actor in that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the main actor. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I've never seen.
But he did have a counterpart, which was the British dude from James Bond. What's his name?
Who?
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I never seen that movie. So.
And Lake Bell was in that. I don't know if you know who that is.
Don't know who that is.
Okay. But yeah,
Pierce Brosnan's a pretty big name too. So
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, he did have a counterpart.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I never even seen the movie, so I couldn't speak on it.
You gotta definitely see it if you haven't, because it's a great movie. As far as underrated, I'm gonna have to go with, man, this guy has such a catalog too, though. Like it's hard.
I know, hella good movies, bro.
Super good movies, but oh man, very tough. But I guess if I have to say one, because my favorite too was like was The Wedding Crashers too. Like I can truly say that's my favorite movie of his. Yeah. So as far as underrated, I'm gonna go with. I'll go with You, Me, and Dupree.
Dupree.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not really underrated, but
no, it's a funny ass movie though.
It's a funny movie.
Hell yeah, it is.
Might as well watch it.
Always, man. Always. That's a good one.
Exactly. Yeah. So that is Owen Wilson, and we are watching Wedding Crashers. Definitely check it out if you haven't. One of the funniest movies out there.
Without a doubt.
Cool. Let's move on, and we can start. Do you think that Owen Wilson is a better actor than Vince Vaughn?
No.
Do you think they're the same, or do you think Vince Vaughn's better?
I think Vince Vaughn's a way better actor.
Oh, way better? Really? Like that much more?
Vince Vaughn is just he's way too funny, dude.
Vince Vaughn is super funny. Yeah.
He's way funnier to me than Owen Wilson. I don't know. Owen Wilson's a good actor, but I don't know. I think Vince Vaughn's a fucking hilarious dude, bro.
What about Vince Vaughn versus Will Ferrell?
I like Vince Vaughn better than Will Ferrell.
Really? No way. But Will Ferrell's, I think, a little bit funnier.
He is.
Yeah.
But he's a different funny.
Oh, I know.
That's what I mean. You gotta. I kind of. I like Will Ferrell a lot because he has some of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I just like Vince Vaughn as an actor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, he's a good actor for sure.
Yeah, man. And Will Ferrell, like everything I think of Will Ferrell, all his shit is just hilarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Vince Vaughn has a different catalog, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? He doesn't have just funny movies. You know?
Oh, I know.
That's what I mean. But Will Ferrell he has some of the funniest movies I've ever seen as well.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? But Vince Vaughn has so many different type of movies. It's crazy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
very true. And he supports the Polish community, so I love him too.
I always thought he was Polish. He always wearing Polish shit, bro, all the time.
It's crazy.
You know, I remember we went over that.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure this dude was Polish. And I was like, hold on, why is he always wearing it then? It doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make any sense to me.
He probably has like a best friend who's Polish or something. You know?
Yeah. Or he maybe has some family that's Polish, but I swore to you, he was, you know, like he's always repping the Polish, and I'm like, okay, this dude's got to be Polish.
Maybe, never know.
It's just crazy, man. But yeah, I remember looking it up, and he's not.
I know.
That shocked me. I was like, no way. You know? Yeah, man.
All right, let's move on and get into your guys' crypto for today. Let's see what's going on in these markets with everything moving up because Trump is the man creating another peace deal with Greenland and backing off the European tariffs. So crypto should be going up just like everything else. So yeah, Bitcoin currently 89,932. It is up 0.51%. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, sitting at 3,018. It is up 1.33%. XRP sitting at number 5 at $1.94. It is up 2.15%. Your support and resistance for Bitcoin, support is at 88.5 to 89. Resistance is at 91 to 92,000. Bitcoin remains in a controlled consolidation phase after a strong weekly advance. Volume is still elevated, indicating steady institutional and retail participation. Ethereum, your support is at 2,950 to 3,000. Your resistance is at 3,100 to 3,200. And Ethereum is holding above the 3,000 psychological level, reinforcing relative strength versus Bitcoin. Strong volume supports continuation potential, though near-term consolidation is likely before another expansion move. XRP, your support is at $1.90 to $1.92. Your resistance is at $2 to $2.05. And XRP continues building a base just under $2 following last week's rally. Rising volume confirms accumulation behavior rather than a weakness. A clean break above $2 could accelerate momentum. So yeah, guys, crypto is back for now. We have really good news, so that might drive up all the markets again. And it looks like as of right now, yeah, we definitely, you know, we have a ways to go up a little bit, I guess. Again, I don't know if we can go with Bitcoin. It might hit, if it goes over 95,000, then you guys, I think it's fair to say that we are going to keep continuing our we probably somewhat reversed any kind of bear trend, and we might be going back into a bullish trend for now. You know, who knows what's happening here, but it looks like as of right now everything's good. So your fear and greed index, we are at 34 in fear, kind of on that cusp of neutral. Your global market cap as a whole is sitting at 3.4 trillion. We're at 0.73%. So there's a little bit of money coming back into the markets. Your top 5 trending coins. Number 1, Roll, which is actually down 26% today. Ethereum is number 2. Number 3 trending is Bitcoin. Number 4 is Owl, which is down 7%. And number 5 is Wall, 402 Wall. And that one is up 21%. As far as your top 5 gainers, number 1, we have Beer. That one is up 1,717%. Number 2 is GameStop Coin, which is up 1,637. Number 3, we have Not Cat, which is up 1,276. Number 4 is Hair is Dogs, which is up 1,076. And number 5 is Hold BTC, which is up 1,182. Let's get into your top 100 and some notable mentions. Number 12, we have Formula One up 459. At number 15, we have Grayscale up 304. At number 17, we have Robinhood up 247. At number 27, we have Penju AI, which is up 189. At number 29, we have Sora Grok, which is up 171. At number 39, we have Accurist, which is up 74%. At number 42, we have Elevate, which is up 70%. At number 51, we have Gas Town, which is up 48%. At number 59, we have Punkvism, or PVT, which is up 35%. At number 64, we have Valor, which is up 28%. At number 70, we have Ramses Exchange, which is up 26%. At number 81, we have Smooth Love Potion, which is up 21%. At number 88, we have Hana Network, which is up 20%. At number 93, we have Mars 4, which is up 19%. And in your top 100 spot for today, we have OWB, which is up 17% today. All right, guys, that is your crypto news. Like I said, it looks like we are moving on up again. Good news happened, and we diverted war. We're having peace, so let's keep moving on up. Why not? All right, so let's move on and get into your guys' horoscopes for tomorrow. This is going to be for January 22nd, 2026, starting with the first sign of the zodiac, which is also my sign, Aries. So tomorrow, Aries, there appears to be a quiet moment that settles inner peace. In the sparkle of your horoscope, you will see how this calm will carry you to another realm in spirit. Decide to stop, breathe, and watch your thoughts come back to a resolution. You need not be hasty. And then we got Taurus. But this time tomorrow will differ from all other past decisions, bringing nothing less than peace. It's according to your horoscope that such internal peace seemingly speaks volumes about doubts being removed from you because you could understand the need for everything that had to be. And we got Gemini. You will make silent progress just when you haven't seen any. The already short thing or instance of a slow-moving event is moving ahead. Quietly, you could feel satisfied with coming to notice it. And we got Cancer. Tomorrow brings much-needed emotional relief. The astrological information tomorrow maintains that after a subtle shift, you will now become more rested in the quietude of your mind and your ability to act positively. To go forward gently leads you to the path of healing. And we got J sign Leo.
Yeah.
Peace comes with letting go, so trust and release your desperate grip on anything, big or small, that needs to fall into place in the future. Daily, the struggle to regain command would mount up. Step back and welcome freedom from worrying by entrusting all to the higher power. Then we got our Virgo. A problem believed to be stuck starts to fall away when you stop moving against it. Hence, your horoscope urges you to let go of that forcing mindset. Everyone knows that when one loosens a bit, the universe simply brings a solution to you. Libra. Delays yesterday were merely unappreciated blessings letting you curse, but now give you the sweet results for your past life accusers. Your horoscope reiterates that harmony and time and timing to happen makes the problem seem to dissipate just as quickly. Apparently, what you thought was holding you back was what was pushing you forward. Scorpio. The day your pretense ends is the day you start feeling light. Tomorrow's horoscope says, drop all masks. Be honest with yourself first. Truth will free your energy and emotions to have real-life experiences. Sagittarius, also my wife's sign. When expectations start to weigh you down, the day shall appeal to you. From your horoscope tomorrow, you know you are supposed to start living your truth, no guilt. You will be happier, lighter, and more in tune with your pace. Then we got Capricorn. Your zodiac presents you with knowledge. It will be silent words tomorrow. Silence can speak more loudly than anything said. When the silence between two noises falls, see what it is. You will have a sign of silence. Aquarius. You'll straddle the fine line between real freedom and silence. Your zodiac reveals what you have shut your eyes to. When it feels ominous, face it gently. As soon as you acknowledge it, the atmosphere stirs and transforms. Now we got our Pisces. Your horoscope for tomorrow helps you define your boundaries with greater precision. You are currently learning to say no without much guilt or enthusiasm, and certainly to say yes without any fear. While holding your ground keeps you from feeling weak, bearing that silence helps you better understand situations, feel safer, and boost your confidence. All right, guys, that is our horoscopes for tomorrow. That's going to be January 22nd, 2026. We like to do that to help guide you along your path every day. Now, let's move on and get into Jay's conspiracy of the night. What you got for them, Jay?
I'm just going to be talking about kind of similar to what you were talking about yesterday, actually.
Oh, okay.
Remember you were talking about the X-43A?
Yeah.
You know, hypersonic travel that was solved in '04. I don't believe it was solved in '04. I believe it was solved way, way before that, bro.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because I believe airplanes do not burn jet fuel to fly. You know,
okay.
this is what we're told. You know, we're told the Boeing 747 carries like what 64,000 gallons of fuel. Yeah. Well, that's 193 tons, bro. Like, think about it, dude. Have you seen how much fuel that is? Like ever?
No.
Yeah. You've never seen? Like, you can probably Google how much fuel that actually is, dude.
Yeah.
And obviously, think about it, dude. Where does all of it fit in this plane that supposedly goes back and forth all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like in the big in the big airplanes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we're told it fits inside the wings. Like, come on, dude. Let's do the math here. You know what I'm saying? And refueling literally, you know, it literally takes like a matter of minutes, right?
Yeah.
Refueling a plane. Think about that, bro. Like, I think a lot of people have like really just, you know, they either think we're really stupid or they're like, oh, they don't even notice this shit or think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, like, yeah, so the fuel, you know, the fuel is supposed to power the jet turbines. You know what I mean? But like I said, with what you reported yesterday, you know, about the X-43A technology, and think about it, dude. You know what I mean? Like, just with places like, you ever remember how I reported on Mount Kailash? Or you don't remember that, huh? So, like, there's Indian temples like Kailash and Hoysala that have stone pillars that are very precise, symmetrical, and movable parts in them that like spin and move. You know what I mean? And obviously, they were engineered for another reason. You know what I mean? They're not just decorative. They actually resemble modern jet turbines. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe these ancient structures like were power plants that pulled energy from the air. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I believe our planes, we use the same similar tech. We use a little. I guarantee. I know they use a little fuel. They obviously use fuel for takeoff and all that. I get that. You know what I mean? But when they're in the high altitudes, I believe that's when we have the free energy tech in there. You know what I mean?
Could be. Yeah.
That we don't they don't tell us about. Oh, for sure, without a doubt, dude. Unless you really think that plane is carrying that massive amount of fuel, which is bullshit. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you have that fuel, people, and everything on, and luggage, come on, bro. That doesn't even make any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and so I believe we do have that technology of the free energy at the high altitudes for sure. I believe we utilize it up there. I mean, and we only have 3 companies that monopolize this energy we're talking about. You know, Pratt and Whitney, Rolls-Royce, and GE. So it's between 3 people about this technology. You know what I'm saying? Basically, three power companies. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I believe there's you know how it is. I believe there's some structure in politics that go along with that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
But I believe with what you brought up yesterday, that's why it was funny, because I was like, okay, yeah, I believe we've had that tech for a long time. But yeah, they don't tell us about the tech with the planes at all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I believe we understand a lot more than what's shown, especially when it comes to technology like this. You know what I mean?
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, so do I. It just makes the most sense when it comes to the big planes.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's why I thought it was really funny that you brought that up yesterday. I was like, oh shit, that's my conspiracy tomorrow. Similar, very similar.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? So, yeah, piggybacking off that yesterday. Yeah. So I believe that our tech is very different that they don't tell us about.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? I believe we understand a lot more. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I believe it's been like that for a while too.
Yeah.
Using the free energy at the high altitudes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, sir. I totally believe that.
So yeah, I mean, you could have like charged air way up there, like there
Yep.
could be something.
Anything. Exactly. Exactly. And it just makes the most sense, especially when you're flying that high and then you're coasting. You know what I mean?
And that's how most planes are going, like 30,000 feet up in the air and stuff.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's something more to all that for sure. That's definitely a realistic thing, I believe.
Right.
In my eyes, at least, because I never thought about this one time when I've flown like 1,000 times, you know. And then as you grow up, you start thinking like, oh shit, you know, you start thinking of these things like, that's fucking weird, you know. And you're like, huh, you know what I mean? It kind of trips me out, man. When you actually think about it, it's like, oh my god, I never thought about that once, like back in the day.
Right. Right.
Now we think about all these type of things. Well, I think about all these type of things.
Now we have to report on all this stuff. You know, we got to let the people know.
Well, you got to let the people think. That's all it's about.
Exactly.
You know, you got to be able to think and use your mind, dude. That's it.
That's all it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's very important.
Yep. Very true.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. So yeah, that was our conspiracy theory. Are planes running on jet fuel alone, or is there something more to it up way in 30,000 feet high?
Exactly.
Cool. Let's move on because we are coming to the end of our show. But before we do, like always, we first want to thank you always for being on here. We couldn't do this without you. So please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share because we definitely want to give this to you guys every day when we do it on our show, Monday through Friday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. And we also go live for you at the gym afterwards. So definitely don't forget to check that out. You can always check out our replays, even put in any kind of questions you guys have. We're always definitely willing to help you guys with anything you guys need help with. And that being said, let's move on and get into Jay's and mine final words of wisdom. What you got for them tonight, Jay?
Just going back to Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Very simple and to the point. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's not about what happens to you. You know what I mean? It's about how you interpret and think about your thoughts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your thoughts control basically, you know, your mind, what goes on in your life, and everything. You know what I mean? You can always choose to act certain ways with your own thoughts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So definitely, I like that quote because it's very, very important to obviously coming up in the world, man, and really working on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Internal mindset shapes a lot. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have a good internal mindset and you work on it every day, you're always gonna have excellent thoughts, I would say. You know what I mean? There's always going to be certain days. We're human, so we tend to, you know, think of some negative things sometimes, you know what I mean? But it's all on us to have a strong mind and realize, okay, you know, this is temporary, you know.
Yeah.
Temporary 2 minutes of the day is not going to ruin the whole day.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So for sure.
And yeah, very well said. Kind of going off of what you said, Jay. The happiness of your life begins with your thoughts. What you think consistently becomes the tone of your mind, and the tone of your mind shapes your reality. Your thoughts are not harmless, they are powerful. They influence your emotions, your actions, and the direction your life moves in. When you discipline your thinking, you reclaim control of your inner world. Focus on growth, gratitude, and possibility, and you begin attracting experiences that match that frequency. This is the law of attraction in action, not wishful thinking, but intentional alignment. And just to finish it off with a spiritual quote for you guys, guard your thoughts as sacred. What you hold in your mind, you invite into your life. All right, guys, that is our final words of wisdom for you. We are coming to the end of our show. So, Jay, let's close it out.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here on all platforms. We will be going live at the gym about an hour and a half. Today's our last day gym live until Sunday, so we will be just doing biceps and triceps tonight, maybe a little core, and then have a gym short Friday, and then yeah. If you can't make it tonight, we'll see you tomorrow at the podcast at 8:30.
Yeah, always hit up the replay gang.
Oh yeah, always replay gang. We always have our stuff up. We have it up, usually after our show, 11 p.m., and then usually during the day, like Eastern time will be like around 6 or 7. West Coast time would be like about 4 or 5. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
yeah, man. But yeah, so we always have stuff for you, no matter what part of the day it is.
Right.
For sure.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much.